ألا وإن الشر كله بحذافيره في النار ألا فاعملوا وأنتم من الله على حذر واعلموا أنكم معروضون على أعمالكم فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يره أو كما قال صلى الله عليه وسلم. Respected Masturat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made this world a place of constantly changing situations, conditions, circumstances. Some way it is light, some way it is dark. Alhamdulillahi alladhi khalaqa as-samawati wal-ard wa ja'ala adh-dhulumati wan-nur. Somewhere rainwaters are plentiful, somewhere there is drought, somewhere it is hot, somewhere it is cold. Somewhere the flag of victory is being planted, people are celebrating. Somewhere the bitter taste of defeat is being experienced. Somewhere nikah is taking place, people are celebrating. Somewhere janazah is being lifted up, people are lamenting, exhibiting their sorrow and grief. Constantly changing situations, conditions, circumstances. And all these various situations, conditions and circumstances are under the direct muhkam taqdeer of one Allah. Kulla yawmin huwa fi shan. Every moment Allah is exhibiting His shan, Allah is exhibiting His qudrat. Mudabbir, the arranger of every affair, is one Allah alone. Mudabbir bila mu'een, Mudabbir bila mushir, Mudabbir bila badil, Mudabbir bila adil, Mudabbir bila shabih, Mudabbir bila mathil. Allah is the arranger, there is no partner with Allah. There is no minister with Allah. There is no advisor with Allah. There is no similitude with Allah. There is no assistant with Allah. يُدَبِّرُ الْأَمْرَ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ إِلَى الْأَرْضِ. From the heavens to the earth. The arranger, decreer, fashioner, coordinator, originator of every situation, condition and circumstance is one Allah alone. لَيْسَ مَعَهُ إِلَهُ يُخْشَى وَلَا رَبٌّ يُرْجَى وَلَا حَاجِبٌ يُرْشَى وَلَا وَزِيرٌ يُرْتَى. There is no other ilah that has to be feared. There is no other Rabb upon whom there can be hope. There is no doorkeeper with Allah. There is no advisor or minister with Allah. You pay a bribe to go unto Allah. He is Ahad, Samad. He is one, He is alone, Samad. Totally independent of this entire creation. Qaim bizati is only Allah. Qaim bizati is only Allah. Existing of His own accord is only Allah. Allahu la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul qayyum. Qayyum is Allah. Allah is existing, Allah is qaim. Allah does not need a soul. Allah does not need food. Allah does not need drink. Allah does not have any weaknesses or blemishes or shortcomings. Hayy is Allah, the living is Allah. Hayyun qabla kulli hayy. Hayyun ba'da kulli hayy. Hayyun fawqa kulli hayy. Hayyun yumitu kulla hayy. Hayyun la yushbihuhu hayy. Lam yazal wa la yazal. Allah is living before every living, living after every living, living above every living, living He will give death to every living, living there is nothing living that is like Allah. Allah was forever, Allah will be forever. Ahad, Allah is alone. There is no comparison or parable with Allah. Hal ta'alamu lahu samiyya. Allah asks in the Quran, Hal ta'alamu lahu samiyya. Is there anyone else like Allah? No. Samad, totally, completely independent of this entire creation. La yasta'inu bi shay. Allah does not take help from anything. La yahtaju ila shay. Allah is not in need of anything. La yanfa'uhu shay. Nothing benefits Allah. La yadurruhu shay. Nothing harms Allah. Qabla kulli shay. Allah is before everything. Ba'da kulli shay. Allah is after everything. Fawqa kulli shay. Allah is above everything. Khabirun bi kulli shay. Allah is aware of everything. Alimun bi kulli shay. Allah has knowledge of everything. Khaliqu kulli shay. Allah is the creator of everything. Laysa kamithlihi shay. And there is nothing that is like Allah. وَهُوَ الَّذِي فِي السَّمَاءِ إِلَهٌ وَفِي الْأَرْضِ إِلَهٌ. He is the ilah of the heavens, He is the ilah of the earth. Every Nabi of Allah, from Adam alayhi salam to Janab Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, my respected Masturat, this was the first sabaq. This was the first ta'aleem. This was the first effort. This is the source of every knowledge, to link and connect this heart with Allah. Each Nabi of Allah came primarily with this da'wat. The Quran again and again sounds out, فَعْلَمْ أَنَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ رَبُّ الْمَشْرِقِ وَالْمَغْرِبِ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا هُوَ وَإِلَهُكُمْ إِلَهُ وَاحِدٌ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا هُوَ الرَّحْمَنُ الرَّحِيمُ فَإِن تَوَلَّوْا فَقُلْ حَسْبِيَ اللَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا هُوَ هُوَ اللَّهُ الَّذِي لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا هُوَ شَهِدَ اللَّهُ أَنَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا هُوَ. That which Quran again and again sounds out, that know and understand it is only Allah, it is only Allah, it is only Allah. Awwal is Allah, Akhir is Allah, Zahir is Allah, Batin is Allah, Muhaymin is Allah, Aziz is Allah, Jabbar is Allah, Mutakabbir is Allah, Khafid is Allah, Rafi is Allah, Mu'izz is Allah, Mudhill is Allah, Sami is Allah, Basir is Allah, Hakam is Allah, Adil is Allah, Latif is Allah, Khabir is Allah. وَلِلَّهِ الْأَسْمَاءُ الْحُسْنَى فَادْعُوهُ بِهَا. The first is Allah, the last is Allah, the omnipresent is Allah, the all-listening is Allah, the all-seeing is Allah, the all-comprehending is Allah, the one who raises up is Allah, the one who brings down is Allah. In the heavens, in the earth, nothing breathes, nothing stops breathing, nothing moves, nothing stops moving, nothing advances, nothing declines, nothing lives, nothing dies, nothing exists, nothing ceases to exist except with the permission, qudrat, will and irada of one Allah. This yaqeen we have to learn. This conviction we have to learn. This is the purpose of our creation in this world. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسِ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. Allah says, I have not created insan, I have not created jinnat, إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ, except that they worship me. Mufassirin explained, أَيْ لِيَعْرِفُونَ. That is, they make the ma'rifat of Allah. They recognize who is Allah. The qibla, ruh, direction of this heart has to become Allah. Everything around us, my respected Mustarat, is inviting us to recognize the qudrat of Allah. The only dua is Allah. We find amongst the dua ma'thura, the du'as that are manqul of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Ghaliban al-tahajjud, every day my Nabi would recite this dua, that ma sha'allahu kan wa ma lam yasha' lam yakun. That happens which Allah wants. Ma sha'allah, that happens which Allah wants. Yaf'alu Allahu ma yasha', Allah does as He wants. Yahdi man yasha', Allah guides whom He wants. Yudillu man yasha', Allah deprives of guidance whom He wants. Yabsutu rizqa liman yasha', wealth and affluence, Allah gives to whom He wants. Wa yaqdir, want, poverty, need, hunger, strife, difficulty, Allah gives to whom He wants. Tu'izzu man tasha', respect, dignity, honor, status, nobility, recognition in the hands of Allah. Tudillu man tasha', disgrace, downtroddenness, humiliation, ignominy, falling from grace in the hands of Allah. Adhaka, happiness in the hands of Allah. Abka, sadness in the hands of Allah. Amata, death in the hands of Allah. Ahya, life in the hands of Allah. Yaqtassu bi rahmatihi man yasha', the mercy of Allah for whom Allah wants. Yu'ayyidu bi naslihi man yasha', the help of Allah for whom Allah wants. وَلِلَّهِ مُلْكُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ يَخْلُقُ مَا يَشَاءُ. To Allah belongs the kingdom, the dominion of the heavens and the earth. Allah creates what He wants. يَهَبُ لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ إِنَاثًا وَيَهَبُ لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ الذُّكُورَ أَوْ يُزَوِّجُهُمْ ذُكْرَانًا وَإِنَاثًا وَيَجْعَلُ مَنْ يَشَاءُ عَقِيمًا. Sometimes they want female children, male children are coming. Sometimes they want male children, female children are coming. Sometimes they want children, no children are coming. This fertility expert, that doctor, that IVF treatment. Sometimes they don't want children, child upon child is coming. يَخْلُقُ مَا يَشَاءُ Allah creates what He wants. Allah gives males to whom He wants, females to whom He wants, pairs to whom He wants, makes barren whom He wants. إِنَّهُ عَلِيمٌ قَدِيرٌ. Allah has knowledge, Allah has qudrat over everything. لَا يُسْأَلُ عَمَّا يَفْعَلُ وَهُمْ يُسْأَلُونَ. And no one questions Allah. No one questions the authority of Allah. مَا شَاءَ اللَّهُ كَانَ. Look at the manner. Every day the sabaq of Iman. Janabi Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam would teach his ummah that know and understand that happens which Allah wants. MashaAllah can في الوقت الذي شاء على الوجه الذي شاء من غير زيادة ولا نقصان ولا تقدم ولا تأخر. That happens which Allah wants, in the manner Allah wants, in the time Allah wants, not before Allah wants, not after Allah wants, not less than that which Allah wants, not more than that which Allah wants. وَمَا لَمْ يَشَاء. And that which Allah doesn't want. All the forces, armies, governments, technologies of this world can get together. لَمْ يَكُنْ. It will never happen. مَا شَاءَ اللَّهُ كَانَ وَمَا لَمْ يَشَاء لَمْ يَكُنْ. Allah's Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he would say this, that happens which Allah wants, that which Allah doesn't want can never happen. أَعْلَمُ أَنَّ اللَّهَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ وَأَنَّ اللَّهَ قَدْ أَحَاطَ بِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ عِلْمًا. My Nabi would say, I know that my Allah has qudrat and power over everything. وَأَنَّ اللَّهَ قَدْ أَحَاطَ بِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ عِلْمًا. And the knowledge of my Allah encompasses every facet of His creation. كل صغير وكبير مستطر. Allahu Akbar. What is Quran telling us? Allah says every huge thing, every small thing, every significant thing, every insignificant thing, كل صغير وكبير مستطر is written down, recorded. How many things Allah has created? We cannot even count the creation of Allah. Go in your own garden. Go in your own garden and try and count the number of leaves. Count the blade of grass. How many blades of grass in one small piece of ground? كُلُّ صَغِيرٍ وَكَبِيرٍ مُسْتَطَرٍ. One verse of the Quran, it is said 40,000 malaika accompanied the revelation of this verse. وَعِنْدَهُ مَفَاتِحُ الْغَيْبِ. وَعِنْدَهُ مَفَاتِحُ الْغَيْبِ. By Allah, the keys to the unseen. لَا يَعْلَمُهَا إِلَّا هُ. No one but Allah knows this. And let us understand, my respected Masturat, Quran is such. وَمَنْ أَصْدَقُ مِنَ اللَّهِ قِيلًا وَمَنْ أَصْدَقُ مِنَ اللَّهِ حَدِيثًا. No one is more truthful than Allah. This kitab, this kalam is la rayba fi. There is no doubt in it whatsoever. There is no exaggeration in it. وَتَمَّتْ كَلِمَةُ رَبِّكَ صِدْقًا وَعَدْلًا لَا مُبَدِّلَ لِكَلِمَاتِهِ لَا تَبْدِيلَ لِكَلِمَاتِ اللَّهِ إِنَّهُ لَقَوْلٌ فَصْلٌ وَمَا هُوَ بِالْهَزْلِ كِتَابٌ أُحْكِمَتْ آيَاتُهُ ثُمَّ فُصِّلَتْ مِنْ لَدُنْ حَكِيمٍ خَبِيرٍ. Quran, there is no element of doubt. Slightest doubt is kufr. What is Allah saying? Allah is describing His knowledge. By Allah are the keys to the unseen. لا يعلمها إلا هو. No one but Allah knows this. ويعلم ما في البر والبحر. ويعلم ما في البر والبحر. Allah says, Allah knows everything in the land, everything on the seas. Think, my respected Masturat, how many things on the land? How many blades of grass? How much fruit? How many vegetation? At a given how many different types of creation? It is said one ant in an ant hole. In an ant hole there are 1 million ants. Each one is in the knowledge of Allah. There are 10,000 different species of spider. There is one spider that lives in the water. Half its web is underneath the water, which is waterproof. Half the web is above the water. The section of the web that is above the water catches the oxygen and conveys it to the section underneath the water. 10,000 different species of spider in the knowledge of Allah. Tiny, tiny insects. Can we imagine the vastness of the extent of Allah's knowledge? وَيَعْلَمُ مَا فِي الْبَرِّ وَالْبَحَرِ. Allah knows everything in the land. Allah knows everything in the sea. It is said 1 cubic centimeter of water of the oceans contains more living organisms than the number of human beings on the surface of the earth. More than 6 billion makhluk Allah has kept in 1 cubic centimeter of water of the ocean. وَيَعْلَمُ مَا فِي الْبَرِّ وَالْبَحَرِ. Allah knows everything in the land, everything in the sea. This earth is only 29% land. 71% is ocean. 71% is the sea. Atlantic Ocean by Bermuda and Philippines runs 11 kilometers deep. The whole Himalaya mountain range, if you place it in the sea, it will be completely submerged by the water. Insan makes submarines. It is said sunlight penetrates 500 meters. 500 meters. The strongest submarine, made out of millions of tons of steel, cannot go more than 500 or 600 meters deep. If it goes any lower than that, like an egg, it will be crushed. It cannot withstand the pressure of the ocean. 11 kilometers deep the ocean is. Imagine in the depths, in the bed of the ocean, tiny fish. How are their bodies able to withstand the pressure of the ocean? Allah is sustaining and nourishing them. It is said every 50 meters from down moving upwards, the water of the ocean, the salinity and the chemical composition of the water changes. So that in every 50 meters there are different types of fish, different type of plants, different type of vegetation. When this fish reaches the top of the 50 meters, because the salinity of the water changes, it remains within its 50 meters. The next 50 meters, another type of makhluk, another type of creation moving upwards. وَيَعْلَمُ مَا فِي الْبَرِّ وَالْبَحَرِ. Allah knows everything in the land, everything in the sea. وَمَا تَسْقُطُ مِنْ وَرَقَةٍ إِلَّا يَعْلَمُهَا. What is Quran telling us? Not a single leaf falls from a single tree, but that it is in the knowledge of Allah. وَلَا حَبَّةٍ فِي ظُلُمَاتِ الْأَرْضِ. There isn't a grain, there isn't a seed in the darkness, in the depths of the earth. وَلَا رَطْبٍ وَلَا يَابِسٍ. There isn't a green or a fresh thing, there isn't a dry or a withered thing. إِلَّا فِي كِتَابٍ مُبِينٍ. Except that it is in a clear-cut book, it is recorded. It is in the knowledge of Allah. This is why Shibli Rahimullah used to say, لَوْ عَرَفُ النَّاسِ قَدْرَ عَظَمَةِ اللَّهِ مَا عَصَوْهُ. He used to say, if people had to come to know the extent of Allah's greatness, Allah's sifat, Allah's attributes, مَا عَصَوْهُ, they would never disobey Allah. Today we disobey Allah. Why? Because we don't know who Allah is. We fear the police, we fear governments, we fear authorities, we fear everything else but Allah. This sabak of Iman, my respected masturat, Anbiya alayhimus salatu wassalam, this is where their mission started. This was Alif Ba Ta Ta. To introduce this makhluk to Allah, to turn the direction of this heart towards Allah, to make Allah the goal, to make Allah the focus, to make Allah the purpose of our life. Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu, a small boy, once he is sitting, he says, كنت ردف النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. He says, I was sitting behind Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam on the camel. Allah's Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam turned towards me. And he said, Ya ghulam. The word ghulam is not the Urdu word, the Arabic word. Ghulam means youngster. O qala ya ghulaim. In one riwayat it comes, O my beloved child, O beloved youngster, ya ghulaim. Inni u'allimuka kalimat. I want to teach you a few things. Who is teaching? Allah's Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, over 60 years of age in Madinah Munawwarah. Ibn Abbas is a small boy. And yet what is Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam doing? Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is giving him the sabak of Iman. In this is ishara indication to this ummah that make the muzakara of Iman in front of your children. Talk about the greatness of Allah. Our elders are saying, bring an environment of Iman in your home. Surah Luqman, an entire ruku'. Allah Ta'ala reenacts a conversation between Luqman alayhi salam and his son. Verse upon verse we find in this ruku', Ya Bunayya, Ya Bunayya. Luqman said, Oh my beloved son, Ya Bunayya. Ulama explain, why does Allah say that Luqman said to his son? Why didn't Allah himself just say directly? What is the need for Allah Ta'ala to say that Luqman said to his son over and over again in this ruku'? They say this is ishara. This is indication that Allah is commanding every father of this ummah. Allah is commanding every mother of this ummah. Allah is commanding every muallim of this ummah, that with regards to that amanat and trust, those offspring, those children which we have given you, what is it that Allah wants you to bring alive in their lives?